All right. Here's what I mean about we're going to get into cross sections and the appearance of the land and why it is what it is and why we see what we see. This looks like a skull, a human skull, but that's because it's made up of his magic shape, the eye. Everything is comprised of it, so everything can contour to itself. It's a perfect self-repeating cycle. So, I mean, you turn this another way, and it's the bottom jaw of a dragon, unfolded, 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 unfolded. Right. We'll get back to that. So, look at this layer. All right. What is that? You look at an agate. That's what it looks like. It's compressed matter. Each layer is probably a different generation. So, I mean, we got one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers, 10 layers, you know, whatever. So each time life got compressed, right? So every time there was a cataclysm, all life was on a sprawled out plane. It then got excuse me. It then got compressed and then probably folded over once or twice or probably a whole bunch of times and then compressed down. Therefore, all the parts of the whole are distributed to every little part of it. So every little part of the world contains everything necessity for life. Okay? You following me? All right. So here's how it was done. It was cut into cross sections, like a bean compressed and then turned into playing cards, and then the playing cards get fanned out, and then little playing cards hatch off the edges of the playing cards, I believe, because of the water and the pressurized system. All right, y'all, I got a grasp on this. And life actually breaks off the edges of it, and every time it got a little better. Every time it got folded and recycled in on itself. That's our whole duality deal going on here, life and death. And so the spirit of the the world serpent, exists in the sky. Watch my videos. This is our reality. All right? He exists in the sky. He feeds his own creation. He is the sky. He probably is the sun and moon. I got a couple theories about that, but we'll just leave that simple for now. Fucking A. Right? So he's the sky. He turns the sky. He is the clouds. He is the wind. Right? Which which keeps everything fertile and fresh and creates life. So he uses his own decomposing body matter as a medium for his own spiritual self to affect. It's a self-contained, self-run, self-cycling, reabsorbing, re-permeating system. I'm over here making hand gestures. All right, so you see the layers. How far out are we? 164 kilometers. We're pretty high up. So cross section. So, and then each fanned out, arranged precisely. Every part of this world has a counterpart that fits into the. It's like a puzzle. It's like origami, 3D printing anatomy on a grand world scale. All right. He brought the water. He waters his own dead body. It's so simple, right? I hear foreheads getting slapped. Don't just bear with me. So here's what I believe is one point of the life manufacturing process is right here. And this guy right here, all right, I see face. Eye, nose, lips, cheek. All right, like ear. But just like in my Why Optical Illusions Work video, that picture of Jay-Z that looks like a side profile and a front profile, because it's only actually this much of his face that you're seeing. So actually, we're actually only looking at half of this guy's face, because the rest is all unfolded out. Upper jaw, uh, lower eye socket. You know, I think the top of his head's right up here, right? Now watch. You zoom in. You know, bottom jaw, part of the tongue, throat, flippity flippity blab, teeth, more tongue, connective tissue. All right, so I think after the flat world gets compressed down and folded in on itself, it sits, it stews, it compresses, whatever. See how it's all splayed open? It's like a plant. It's perfect. This will all fold up and become whatever. So I think it gets peeled in half again. Like he unfolds it, and there's a new layer of life that can reemerge. He can add to it, take from it. Is the sky serpent God? I'm not going to answer that at this point. But we were absolutely created, and the process is absolutely. I'm tingling right now. All right, you should be too. So here's part of the problem. Abominations occurred. My kid actually noticed this. He said, "What is this? A a two-finned half of a fish thing right here. Here's like the middle of it, and then like there's like a fin coming off it, and then like right here is like another fin, fish fin. Only if you get in, it's actually crab claws. But since it's this fractal system, it can be both. Fish fin, crab claw. You dig? And the body of this fish creature can also be the top of this dude's head. So you start folding up one way, it can create that. It's everything at once. Every small part of the whole contains every part of the whole, equally proportionate to the whole around it, and the body containing it. All right. So can you see how all this just folds together like a three-dimensional brain puzzle? All right. Fuck it. I'm gonna let y'all. The North Pole. The North Pole is it's a vagina and a womb and a penis adjacent to it. All right. And I'm gonna get into this on my next video. Now I believe the penis is right here. Is that what we were just looking at? Did I just go around the... Yeah, I just went around the way. So these things are actually on the penis. The life-giving organ, right? I believe... Hold on. The ovaries are... Yeah, I believe these are the ovaries. I believe everything folds up. You look at those North Polar maps with Mount Meru in the middle. Mount Meru is the womb. Come on, guys. I'm explaining how life started. This is what it is. All right. And this all folds to a vagina, I believe. This is the outer edge of the vagina. Yes, believe it or not, it all. I'll get into that on my next video. All right. So, and I do believe Antarctica is what they say it is. It's not the ice ring. We live on a flat Earth. There's probably an ice ring around that, or the waters just keep going, or it's just the static void of the end of fucking reality. All right. So I don't know. I think because everything lines up too perfect. So I think Antarctica, folds up and over, and I think when you fold the whole Earth together, it makes a serpent, or other things. It's capable of doing other things, but it's a serpent. That's the ground of it. I think Antarctica sits up here somewhere. I think it completes. I think Antarctica might even be the womb, and it fits on top of this mass, which is the entrance of the vagina and everything. I know this is a lot to take, but this all has just been suddenly coming to me. And the shit's out of whack because we've been fucking lied to our whole life, and the energy that we take from the world and the way we redistribute it is not mutually beneficial to the whole system. We're taking more than it's worth to give out, or whatever we sell it for, or the fact that we sell it. All right, this needs to end. We live in a tyrannical world. Everything we do is regulated, taxed, or illegal. Hunting, fishing, building, driving, working, whatever. Wearing a strap while you drive, crossing a fucking imaginary line when you drive, no. No. Alright, so if anybody has any input, if anybody wants to support me, not on Patreon, I don't want your money. If anyone wants to support me and get this knowledge out to humanity, let me know. I'm your man, man. I figured all this out. I got more, too. Believe that. I got this all figured out.